How to be the next Ralph Lauren. If there's somebody who you want to be, if there's somebody who you look up to and think, I want to be like him or her, then you have to understand everything that went into their story, everything that made them who they are. You have to really dig deep and understand the process that they went through to become the person and the entrepreneur they are today. Because if you just look at the top level, you just look at the surface stuff, you think, oh, it's easy to copy what they did, you're missing most of the picture and you're not going to achieve success. I got a question from one of my readers on YouTube. Love you guys. This one is Favio, who wrote in to say, I want to be the next Ralph Lauren. I want my own clothing brand. I want to be like Ralph Lauren. So, Favio, if I'm getting started, I want to be the next Ralph Lauren, the first thing I would do is research Ralph Lauren. You want to be like him? Understand what made him a great entrepreneur. Look at what he did to get started. I know Ralph Lauren's story. I've featured him on my website. I'm not even in the fashion business, but I'm a student of entrepreneurship. And part of your responsibility as entrepreneurs is to understand what makes a great entrepreneur, what you can model from these successful people. Ralph Lauren got started as a tie salesman. He wasn't in design, he was a salesman. And he was working for Brooks Brothers. And he wanted to have them create their own line of ties. And they said no. So he worked for a smaller company who allowed them to not only have him sell their ties, but create his own product. And he got known in the business for selling these really wide ties. The style at the time was really skinny ties, and he said, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna do something different, and I'm gonna go with really wide ties. And that's how he got known. And he built a huge name for himself, and eventually went on to build brands like Polo. And I don't even know if he still sells ties now, but that was his early days. So how did he get started? How can you model that success? You want to start in the fashion business? Do you have any experience? Have you done anything yet? Maybe you want to go work for a company that's in the fashion business, just like Ralph Lauren did. Maybe you want to understand how the business works, just like Ralph Lauren did. And then maybe you'll come up with an idea for a new t-shirt or hoodie or jeans or whatever it is you're trying to design. And try to make that work. Maybe through the company. Or maybe it's taking a job at a smaller company where you can still help them and also promote your own stuff. These are the steps that he took. You want to be Ralph Lauren? Go learn about Ralph Lauren. Have you even studied what made him successful? The great advantage that you also have as an entrepreneur now, compared to what Ralph Lauren had to go through, is you can easily test new concepts. If I was getting started in the fashion business, if I wanted to be the next Ralph Lauren, I wouldn't only research Ralph Lauren, I'd also look at Armani, I look at Versace, I look at Vera Wang, I look at how all these guys got started. But on top of that, I test my designs. You have an incredible opportunity to use social media right now to test your designs. I don't want you to be the guy who goes out, thinks you have a great idea, orders 1,000 hoodies, and they just sit rotting in your apartment or your basement. Because that's how most entrepreneurs who get in the fashion business, that's what happens to them. They end up sinking tons of dollars into something and it doesn't work out. Test your designs. If I was getting started, I'd test right now on Facebook. I'd see what are the stuff that I'm posting that's getting traction. People have commented on some of my stuff and said, I wish that was a t-shirt. That's an indication that, hey, maybe you're onto an idea here. You have a t-shirt design idea? Create a t-shirt and put it online, get some feedback, see if people like it, see if people will pre-order this thing. And then when you're ordering, make it small quantities. I don't care if you're not making a lot of money on each order. And it's so tempting to say, hey, if I get 1,000 shirts, it's way cheaper per unit. Yeah, that's true. That's the nature of the business. But it's also overall going to cost you a lot of money. And it's way better to start small, even though the per unit cost is higher. Start off small, get some traction, show that people actually want to buy your stuff, and then invest into making it bigger and blowing it up. So that's your homework. You want to be like somebody, you want to be the next Ralph Lauren, you want to be the next Versace, you want to be whoever it is. You want to be the next Bill Gates, you want to be the next Zuckerberg, you want to be the next Sergey Brin, whoever it is you want to be, learn their story. Look at how they got started. The bigger the entrepreneur is, the easier it is to find out how they got started and what made them successful. Model their strategies, do what they did, and put your own twist on it. Because you're not going to be Ralph Lauren, you're going to be you. Put your twist on it, make it different, make it special, make it mean something to you. And then test. Don't dump tons of dollars into something before you see some results. Test your designs, test your concept, test to make sure it's gonna work. Use social media, which is free, to your advantage. Start building a movement, get people excited. You want people hopping when your new t-shirts actually get produced. That's how I would get started in the fashion business. That's how I would try to be the next Ralph Lauren if that were my goal. Believe. For those of you watching, like the video, please give it a thumbs up below. It always makes me want to do more, and I'd love to hear what you have to think. Leave a comment underneath. Let me know if you liked it or not. You have a question, leave it below. I'll make a video response. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.